Oh, this is break 1253. Break 1253, a Chronicles draft picks. We got 6 packs per box, 8 cards per pack. No problem, Harry. Happy to do that. Devonta Adams, RC of the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is going to be going to Nicholas, followed by the Pat Freiermuth of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Dan. Dan, welcome to BreakTraders. I believe I saw you in the chat right there. Then we have a Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Sean right there. And then we follow that up by Javonte Williams of the Denver Broncos out of 99. And that is headed to Robert. Then we have a filler card followed up by Mr. Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Chad. And then we have Kyle Pitts XR of the Atlanta Falcons headed to Phil, followed by Chatarius Tutu Atwell of the Los Angeles Rams going to Lucas, and then Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Nick. Yeah, we've got a lot of spots that are getting close down tonight. We've got Gregory Rousseau of the Buffalo Bills going to Steven. A Prestige Demetric Felton of the Cleveland Browns headed to David. Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals, and that is going to Ryan, followed by an Illusions Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings going to Sean, followed up by Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Chad. Then we have Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers, and that is going to Sean. And then we're going to have a Trevor Lawrence out of 49. Trevor Lawrence out of 49 right there. Nice little hit right there, going for around 22 bucks. 22 bucks. And that is going to Chad. And then our memorabilia right here is going to be a full coverage. Meant to hit the boom booms there, hit the bay right back. Cameron Terry of the Seattle Seahawks going to Lucas. And we're on to the third pack in this one. The last one just sold for $22.50 on July 27th. Javian Hawkins of the Atlanta Falcons going to Phil, followed by Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers heading to Sean. Then we've got Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Sean as well. Following that up, we're going to have an auto followed up by Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Nicholas. Then we have Marquez Stevenson of the Buffalo Bills going to Steven, followed by Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Nicholas. And then Cameron Terry of the Seattle Seahawks headed to Lucas. And our auto is going to be a Mr. KJ Costello. KJ Costello of We'll say the Los Angeles Chargers right there is the last team, so that is going to Steven. We have Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys headed to David. Elijah Molden of the Tennessee Titans going to Lucas. Then we have Chubba Hubbard of the Carolina Panthers going to Sean. Followed up by a Micah Parsons recon of the Dallas Cowboys going to David. Then we have Mr. Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles, followed by a select Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Chad. And then we have a Michael Carter silver select of the New York Jets going to Denham. And then our memorabilia is going to be a down and dirty, and that is Mr. Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings, and that is going to Sean. And we got 2 packs left. Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to have a little bit of a redemption in here. Excited to see what that is. Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is going to Nicholas. Followed up by Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Sean. Then we have a little bit of a Nico Collins of the Houston Texans going to Sean. Followed by Larry Roundtree of the Chargers headed to Steven. Then we have a little bit of Seth Williams. Seth Williams of the Denver Broncos going to Robert. Followed up by Mr. Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Nick. And Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins headed to Sean. And then our redemption is going to be a Rashad Bateman in the zone signatures of the Baltimore Ravens going to Sean. And we're on to our last pack in this one. Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals to Sean. Followed up by Michael Carter of the New York Jets. Michael Carter of the New York Jets. And that is going to be headed to Denham. Followed up by Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals headed to Orion. Then we have Mr. Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Nicholas. Following that up with Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens headed to Sean, and that is out of 149. Followed by Mr. Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons and Michael Carter of the New York Jets. And then our last auto is going to be Mr. Tyler Vaughns from USC and now a member of the Indianapolis Colts headed to Sean. And we'll run down these rookies. First round picks and numbered. Kyle Pitts of the Falcons. Rashad Bateman out of 149 of the Ravens. Jamar Chase of the Bengals. Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins. Justin Fields of the Bears. Jamar Chase of the Bengals. Devonta Smith of the Eagles. Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars. Micah Parsons of the Cowboys. Micah Parsons again. Devonta Smith again. Travis Etienne of the Jaguars. Kellen Mond of the Vikings. Gregory Rousseau of the Buffalo Bills. Justin Fields of the Bears. Kyle Pitts of the Falcons. Travis Etienne. Javonte Williams out of 99 of the Broncos. Jamar Chase of the Bengals. And Devonta Smith of the Eagles. And now here we go, the featured cards. Our 2 memorabilias, we have Tamaron Terry of the Seattle Seahawks going to Lucas and Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings to Sean. And then our autos. We have Tyler Vaughns of the Colts, KJ Costello of the Chargers, and a Rashad Bateman in the zone signatures of the Baltimore Ravens. Rashad Bateman going to Sean, KJ Costello of the Chargers to Steven, and Tyler Vaughn of the Colts heading to Sean. And then last but not least, we have the out of 49, Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Chad. Alrighty. And with that, we will be right back from the hardwood for some Revolution basketball.